How's everyone doing today? Feels knee pain. A lot of knee pain. Severe knee pain. My right knee hurts a lot. I wish it wasn't in pain, but it is. How's everyone doing today? Good? Me, I'm in pain. My knee hurts. My right knee hurts a lot. It was so bad, the right knee. Yeah, I could feel like somebody stabbing me in. It's uncomfortable. Right here. A lot of pain. No pain, no gain. Thank you for liking. Don't forget hit that subscribe button as well. That's that THC. Hit that subscribe button, everyone. We gotta keep his foot elevated. How's everybody's day? Mine's alright. His right foot hurts. Right knee hurts, but what the hell's... They gotta fix this fucking YouTube. Every fucking stream. This is going to be annoying. If it's not one thing, it's another. Once I'm monetized, I'll be able to make custom emojis. Once I am monetized. You could guys hear me though, right? It says it can't open camera. Can you see me now? Yeah. Can you see me now? Yeah. 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 Once the person's monetized, you can see them. Thank you, Kat. How's everybody's day? Don't forget to like and subscribe. I am 6 subscribers to 1,000. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. I can relate because my knee is hurting, my right knee. It hurts a lot. It's been hurting since yesterday. Yep, since yesterday. I hope the pain goes away though soon. I hate being in pain. Especially knee pain is the worst. Knee pain, neck pain, and back pain is the worst. Is one of the worst pains you can have. Mm. Yeah. I hate being in pain, but it's part of life. Uh, how's everybody else's day? Good? Y'all ready for the Super Bowl? Patriots versus the Seahawks. Who y'all going for? The Patriots or the Seahawks? Hit that like and subscribe button, guys. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. I'm going for the Seahawks. That's who I'm going for. So you're going for Seattle, the Seahawks, right? Yep. But the Patriots won last time, no? When they faced them in the Super Bowl. Yeah. I think everybody's going for... Most people are going for the Seahawks. I just don't like Boston. Oh, how you doing about dog? I just don't like Boston. I never liked in Boston. I will always go for any team besides Boston. It could be the wackest team versus the Patriots, and I would still pick the wackest team. Like the yep. No. So I don't know who's what is it, but then we got next year. No, let me this season starts. Yep, the Super Bowl is this not this Sunday, the following Sunday. Who's performing at the Super Bowl? I think Bad Bunny, no? Yeah, Bad Bunny. What do you mean the ice thing? Oh yeah. But Bad Buddy's Puerto Rican. Yeah.
Here's Brody Brazil. I want to be very clear about one thing at the start of this video. I'm not making it to promote or endorse Major League Baseball installing a salary cap for its players following this upcoming 2026 season. I am making this video to kind of give you a head start on all the things you're going to hear from baseball's side of the story. Its teams, its owners, on why they're going to push so hard for a salary cap with Major League Baseball players. And is it really salary cap or bust? Like, is that the only way a lockout will be avoided or will eventually be resolved if some kind of salary cap is in fact installed? So what I'm going to do here in this video is kind of give you their 5 main approaches, their 5 main selling points. At the end of that, I'll give you the takeaways, which do kind of counter some of the things that Major League Baseball is going to try and do. The first thing you're going to hear from baseball is all about the competitive imbalance. And that part is true. That does exist. Look at the standings by the All-Star break. There's lots of teams that midsummer are simply out of it. They're not in contention for anything. No playoffs, not even a playoff push, a race, no nothing. Maybe some individual stories to keep an eye on, but the team is basically out of it. They're boring, and because of it, their attendance, their ratings, and yeah, their revenue and profit, they all
No, I
suffer.
haven't heard
And
anything.
competitive
I don't think
imbalance, right?
it's
If you were
good.
more
No, no
balanced, if you
storm
had more
yet.
parity, you'd have more teams in a playoff hunt or playoff race or more relevant teams down the stretch of a season. Baseball would thrive with attention if it had more parity, again, going down the stretch. So that's one thing that they don't really have. Take a look at the NHL. We are a little past midseason, and there are so many teams in a divisional race, in a wild card race, way more than half the teams in the NHL. Well, first off, half the teams make it, but way more than half the teams in the league right now feel like they could qualify for the playoffs. And how about this? Which team in the NHL this year is going to win the Stanley Cup? You don't know because there's so much parity. There's so many good teams. Anything could happen. How about baseball? Well, how about this? Who's going to represent the National League side? I think everybody's got a feeling on that. It's probably the Los Angeles Dodgers already in 2026. So again, parity would make things more interesting, would make business better for baseball. A cap would also limit those top end teams from running away with salaries, like the arms race of, well, we'll pay even more. You wanted to give that guy 40, we'll give him $60 million a year. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. And so a salary cap, from the owner's perspective, they think
Hi,
would
hi,
fix the top
Kingsville.
end from getting out of hand. It would at least control the top end. And we've got a bottom end to talk about too, but the top end is what they feel might make the balance a little bit more competitive across baseball. That's one reason. Owners are also going to ask for a salary cap, maybe even demand a salary cap, to help make the cost of business more predictable. Major League Baseball is already dealing with the losses from media rights deals regionally and all the regional sports networks that are going away or collapsing, and that used to be giving teams 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $90 million a season or more just to show those games regionally. Those networks and their business model are collapsing. They're going away without a whole lot of notice. Now a lot of teams are pivoting to this Major League Baseball production environment, and that might be a great thing for the fans in the end, but immediately it's simply not going to produce the same revenue as teams used to be getting. So there is some financial worry. But obviously, if you can control cost of your business, and a baseball player payroll is the number one cost of a Major League Baseball team, but having a hard salary cap would let these teams predict in the future, 3 to 5 years in advance, exactly how spending would be limited. All of a sudden, they don't have to worry about the trajectory going straight up. They know in advance, here's how it's going to look next year, 2 years from now, and maybe even 5 years in advance. Predictable expenses, and forget the baseball side of it and how to plan for your team and payroll and all that stuff. Having predictable expenses as a baseball ownership group, that simply equates to a higher valuation for your team. Like if all of a sudden there's a hard salary cap and I want to sell my team, and I tell the new prospective buyer or owner or buyer, hey, so everything's already managed, here's how much you're going to be spending the next couple of years, they're not jumping into an oh shoot situation where we didn't know we were going to have to spend another $50 million 2 years down the road to get that player. Now it's not possible. There's a hard cap. Everybody's got to follow the same rules. So valuations of teams goes up with a hard salary cap. And from a general manager perspective, forget the owners, forget the president. I'm talking about the person who puts together a baseball team. A lot of them will tell you, well, hey, we can't spend X on a player if we don't know why. And I mean by that, not WHY. I mean like the letter Y, the variable Y. If we don't know what our income is going to be, right? And that's kind of uncertain with the media rights situation. Or if we don't know where the cap is going to be, how can we know what we should spend on certain players and situations? There's a lot of variables. What you'd be doing with the hard cap is taking away one of those variables. You'd be making things more predictable. Okay, here's another reason that baseball is going to give. It's all about the small markets, right? Feel bad for the small town teams and their survival factors. Baseball is going to say, well, we can't change geography. Like we have a team in Los Angeles. Well, we have two. I mean, the other one's in Orange County, but two in Southern California, two in New York, two in Chicago, and one in Cincinnati, and one in Kansas City, right? So big towns versus small towns, you can't change the economics of that. More sponsors, more TV revenue, just a lot more things in those bigger cities, more fans to draw from. They'll tell you that the cap, having a hard salary cap, would provide more equity across big and small markets, because now all of a sudden they try and make that cap a manageable number so that the Dodgers can't go through the roof. And maybe the Cincinnati Reds, they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe they won't get to the light at the end of the tunnel, but at least now they know where the upper limit is, and they'll have a little bit more of a chance to ultimately be in the conversation. Is that right? Is that wrong? I'm not making that decision here. I'm telling you what the owners are going to say about it. Smaller markets, obviously, and instantly linked to lesser ratings, lesser attendance, and sometimes the woes that come with it, right? Team struggles, attendance and ratings go down even more. In a bigger market, there's maybe just more people. You can buffer that out, but it's a lot more vulnerable of a situation when you're in a smaller baseball market. There's no disagreeing with that, but protecting those markets is a reason that baseball is going to give of why they want this hard salary cap. Revenue sharing wasn't enough. Now, that has been something existing for a while now, is that the smaller markets, if the teams didn't make as much money, they would get all that luxury tax money, or at least 50% of it now, and it comes back to the teams who weren't able to spend or didn't want to spend, but it also didn't really seem enforced. So there was a measure already in place to help these smaller market, smaller revenue teams, but I'm not sure that those smaller market and smaller revenue teams actually used that money like they were supposed to in, escalating their payroll from year to year. You're going to hear the comment that every other league has a hard salary cap. Rob Manfred already said that on WFAN radio a week or two ago. Basically, it's the easy argument of, well, what about them? What about the NFL? What about the NHL? What about the NBA? They all have respective salary caps and, in a lot of cases, floors, some of them harder than others. And when I say a hard cap versus a soft cap is more like, well, you can break through in certain ways. There still is a pretty good limit. I mean, you could say that baseball right now has a soft cap, but it's got the luxury tax that a lot of teams bust right through, don't care about it. And then the money goes to the bottom spending teams and they don't spend it. So it's kind of a broken soft cap system in baseball. Could you alter it? Could you have a better soft cap system? But going to the hard cap is something that baseball here is going to ask for because they'll say everybody else has it. And why are we the only league without a hard salary cap, right? That's going to be an influential thought that will make a lot of people think. Why does baseball need to be so different without a cap? And so sports revenue and costs of running a team and payrolls, they all continue to skyrocket. That'll be thrown in the same mix. Everybody across the board is experiencing the uptick in revenue and spending. Baseball is just going to try and look at this and say, well, we want to be like everybody else. There's more safety in numbers. We want to be doing what the other leagues are doing. And also, they might throw out the idea that all of this is a protection of the potential of an internal Major League Baseball recession. In that, what if all of a sudden in 5 or 10 years, baseball isn't doing as well and the media rights thing doesn't go as they planned and the revenue is down, but then the spending is going up, at least with a cap, right? They can kind of control the amount of inflation. They can control and the resistance against a recession. Basically, if they can control overall league spending with a cap that stays put, I don't want to see it goes down, but it fluctuates to keep the game viable, then at least they feel like they've got some control over it as a sport, as a business. They'll also say that by installing a cap, that it should be the avoidance of future work stoppages. Because with the existence of a salary cap, a hard salary cap, all you're doing from there on out is then bargaining on the numbers. What are the top end numbers for the next 5 years? That's your CBA. What's the cap? Maybe what's the floor? We're done with our CBA, right? This is a big one because there is no cap, and that's what they're trying to install midstream here. That's why everybody thinks this lockout might go a lot longer than anybody wants or hopes for here. But basically, if you have a cap, it does make the negotiations technically easier. Then you're just talking about numbers, not so much structure. It's a more defined agreement if you have a cap and you know you're going to have a cap, and that's just the way it's going to be. Again, that's baseball and the owner's perspective. The salary floor, if you install one of those, that should, to a large degree, also fix the issue of not trying. We talked about the soft cap right now and how that money from the top goes down to the bottom spending teams. Well, apparently that hasn't been working because the competitive imbalance of baseball is so great. If you do a floor and you simply say, you know what, you're not going to get luxury tax money, it's a hard cap, and now those bottom spending teams, they have to spend up to a certain floor, that should technically fix the issues and the criticisms of a lot of teams, Pittsburgh Pirates, Miami Marlins, Sacramento Athletics, all those teams that are criticized. It should fix that problem because then they can point and say, well, we're spending up to the floor, we're right at the floor, but at least they have to spend up to a fixed number. And the other thing they could do as part of installing a salary cap, if they did it, maybe they could do it in a way where it also includes like the numbers that go up, right? The salary cap going up year to year. It could also include some revenue sharing built in so that if baseball has like 4 really good years down the road, that the percentage of business where they do well kicks back to the players. And then, like, you know how money kind of goes into an escrow account, and then the players can essentially get a bonus on top of the salary cap because baseball did so well. If it doesn't do well, maybe they don't have any risk. Maybe they don't take a hit. Maybe the owners do. But maybe they can bargain that in as part of a salary cap. Again, I'm getting deep into the negotiations here. This video was only meant to be about what the baseball side and what the owner's side are going to tell you and what their key points are going to be, starting with the baseball season now, which is coming up quick right around the corner. Here are my takeaways. This whole entire back and forth between players and owners, I feel like a lot of times it's less about owners versus players. It's more about owners versus owners. And some owners protecting themselves from other owners who are going to spend a little bit irresponsibly, but crazy, and now getting into these bidding wars, and some people inevitably and inherently have more financial resources to go out and get players or their teams in a bigger market. All that stuff is definitely a play here. But again, that's not owners versus players. Players are taking their side of not wanting to be limited on salary for any given reason. Totally understand that, but I think it's important we know this fight and what might happen at the bargaining table. Owners are going to represent or be represented by Rob Manfred. Players are going to be represented by Tony Clark of the MLBPA, but really, it's owners versus owners in a lot of these conversations as they're dealing with the players. Take note of that. Keep that in the back of your mind. The two biggest problems that baseball has, and I get it, salary and finances, that's a huge one, but competitive imbalance as a main problem. Like, this is a tangible problem of baseball. The money stuff, you can figure it out 5 different ways. Salary cap or not, or some hybrid system. Like, there's endless possibilities there, but the problems are this: competitive imbalance and a lack of a media rights deal on the regional level. Really, the national level is going to expire after 2028 as well, but they've got to figure out a way to get their games on television across the country and in a way where they're making revenue anywhere close to the revenue they used to make. Because right now, that bridge to revenue is collapsing with the RSNs. It's going away. Baseball has to fix this pretty quickly. Like, literally a third of its teams just canceled their TV contracts not that long ago. And maybe as you're watching this since, maybe some things have been resolved, but that goes to show you where things are at. Those are the two biggest problems that will have to get fixed and sorted through with these negotiations. The players, I mean, this is a takeaway, but this is obvious. They're unanimously against a cap for obvious reasons. They have fought this before. They went on strike in '94. They sat out the rest of the season. There was no World Series. It took a lot of years for fans to even recover. It took Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa getting into home run derby, basically, by the late 90s for fans to even dive back into baseball. Was that 4 or 5 years? Like 95, 6, and 7 kind of lost baseball seasons. So that's what we're all up against here as people who watch and follow baseball. So the last thing I'll give as a takeaway: if the owners are going to be so set on needing a cap for the reasons I gave you here, and if the players are going to be so set on just being against a cap because they worry it might impact the top end of spending, how about the bottom end of spending? If there is a floor, I do feel like a lot of players would benefit from that. More players would benefit from more money there. But can we get creative? Can we do a salary cap if this happens? Again, I'm not promoting this. I'm wondering, are there alternatives if you get to make up all your own rules where, let's say there's a hard cap, but there's also 3 players per team roster who are exempt from the cap. They don't count. Or 2 players, or 1 player. I don't know. Let's make it interesting. Who is the golden player or players per team that the cap does not apply to them? So maybe you set a little bit of a lower cap number. That's fine. But then each team can't have that slot where we just pay this player through the roof. Okay, so maybe now we're not limiting the top end of players anymore. I don't know. Is that an idea? Is that something that's possible or doable? I know basketball has their aprons and all their different layers of spending, but there's a lot going on here. I just wanted to give you the reasons of how baseball is going to approach this and kind of prepare you for all the things you're about to hear in the coming weeks. Let me know what you think about this video and everything going on here in the comments section below. Also, thumbs up while you're down there. That helps me, the video, and the channel. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I would love to see you back here for the next one.
I like it. That's why I watch him. I like his videos. Who's still here? How you doing, Jenny? Hola, ¿cómo estás? I'm so Jenny from the block. Jenny from the block. I have a lot. I don't have a lot. I'm good. You're not Jenny from the block, oh. Yeah, YouTube changes people's names. It wasn't like this before. Let's see what happened.
Suddenly received no views at all. But soon after that, other creators reported the same thing happening, not just with the Minneapolis shooting and the ICE raids, but also with DMs that mentioned Jeffrey Epstein. Whenever you would send a message in private DMs on TikTok, the word Epstein started to become blocked. And as you can imagine, this shocked a lot of people, and frustration spread quickly across the platform, with people claiming they were being quietly censored
You said I
on
snore
politically
when I
sensitive
sleep?
topics. What you also have to remember is that a huge majority of ByteDance has been sold to investors that back Trump. And so this has caused a lot of concern for people. People are worried that their ability to use their voice on social media has become censored. Billie Eilish even spoke up about it and posted that TikTok is silencing people, sharing her brother's video about Epstein that had barely any engagement despite his massive audience. Journalist David Levitt said his political videos were being flagged, and his post about it exploded to over 1 million views. Senator Chris Murphy responded by calling the apparent suppression one of the top threats to democracy, warning that control of major platforms could shape what
Is
Americans
it
are
that
allowed to
bad?
see. Now, as the backlash grew, California Governor Gavin Newsom weighed in on X, saying it was time to investigate and announcing a formal review into whether TikTok was violating state law by censoring Trump critical content. Now, Newsom shared examples from users who said they could no longer even type the word Epstein without content being blocked or flagged. TikTok then
Who,
blamed the
me?
widespread issues on a power outage at a U.S. data center, with communications head Jamie Favazza telling NBC News the disruptions were purely technical. A lot of people are saying it's interesting how a power outage would affect the words Epstein being typed in DMs or content being flagged regarding the Minneapolis shooting or ICE agents and their presence. Tech wizards in our comments, we'd love to know
I
what's your
am
take on this. So
17%
to understand how we got here, we have to
Australian.
go back several years. ByteDance merged Musically into TikTok in 2017, turning it into the world's most downloaded app by 2022. But in 2020, Trump originally pushed for a TikTok ban during COVID, blaming concerns over China and national security, demanding that ByteDance sell the app within 90 days. If you remember, back in the lockdown, there was this huge scare about whether or not TikTok was going to shut down.
Oh,
And
the
it was a
guy, yeah,
huge
you can
trend back
tell.
then. Obviously, TikTok didn't shut down, but Microsoft, Oracle, and Walmart explored a purchase, and no deal materialized, and the deadlines quietly expired. But originally, Trump was firmly in favor of banning TikTok. He had a change of heart, and he was asked why he had a change of heart. Take a look at this clip.
Make that decision, but I could see making.
Yeah, I passed a lot of gas. I'm ordering this coffee that's supposed to help you not pass that much gas. The name of the company is called DOS. Everyday dose coffee. It says coffee for gut health. Oh. Let me show you guys. You heard of this company? It's it's almost 100,000 reviews. Clinic's choice. I'm about to order it. They've been around for 5 years, the company. Who pooped tonight? Thank you for coming. It's appreciated. No, I'm not yet. Not yet. I'm close. I'm very close. I need six more subs. Six. I'm getting there. Six more new subs, and I'll be to 1,000. Look right there. And I think by then I'll because it's Wednesday, so yeah, I'll get there. The thing is hard is that YouTube is making it harder for everybody to get new subscribers and stuff. I don't know why, but they just not sharing the channel like that, like it used to be. Not yet. Once I monetize and I get memberships, once I'm monetized and I'm able to get memberships, we're gonna do only membership streams. So that should be exciting. Yeah. Of course, it's always good to have goals in life, you know? As long as you treat me with respect and you just be a decent human being, then we're cool. Then just ask questions. Like, if you don't know nothing, if you don't know something, just ask questions. I might do a cooking stream. You think, would you like to watch that? Like me make some eggs or something? It's not gonna be me cooking something big, but probably cook something small. But yeah. If I make a nice steak, I would have to get like I would have to purchase a meat thermometer. because I have a sensitive stomach, so I don't, just to be safe. Any I should have one anyways. How much is a meat thermometer? Because I know your meat's supposed to be what, 160 over 160, right? 165. Let's see. Let's go to let's go on Amazon, everybody. Go to Amazon. I don't want no cheap one though. I want a good one. I like medium well. $140. Oh, but that's the fancy ones. I think I found one. I think I found one, $40. Mm. Yeah, you can come back on. I'll still be here. Yeah, but I want a smart one. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let me give you my review of the smart wireless meat thermometer that the brand sent me. So this thing has made cooking a whole lot easier for me. Just a few weeks ago, I used it for a Thanksgiving turkey, and it came out excellent, the best it ever has. There's a few features that I really like about this. One, it comes with an app, so even if you're not tech savvy, it's a super simple app to use.
you just put in a couple inputs, what you're cooking, how you want your meat done, and it'll send you signals to your phone when that's done. So no need to even check on it until it's done, really. There's two different sensors
Thank you. I
in the
appreciate
wireless
it.
meat thermometer itself. So one, you're going to get the temperature of the meat here. This is going to be internal, and then the next one's going to be the ambient temperature. So it's keeping track of whatever your oven, your smoker, things like that. I really like it that you can use it from a distance. So again, if the smoker is all the way back in the backyard, you can track it from your phone, no problem. It has a super long battery. Uh, I haven't actually had to charge this yet, but it charges super quick, and the battery lasts super long. So really cool device, really easy to use app, and works great and makes your food come out even better because it's really precise. So if you're looking for a wireless meat thermometer for yourself or for a gift, this is going to be definitely a great choice.
So take a look at this wireless meat thermometer that I just got right here. You can see it comes in this really nice little box. I'm going to open it up for you, show you what it looks like inside, how it works, all that type of stuff. But it does come in a really nice box, and even comes with a nice little user manual, as you can see. It's honestly very straightforward, so it's almost don't even need this. But you got the charger here, and then you also have the actual case for the meat thermometer. So it is super nice. Check this thing out. So it's got this thing, and you can use the charger on the side. All you have to do is open this up right here. So check it out. There's the meat thermometer right inside. So I'll take it out. This is the actual thermometer to use, but you can just turn this on right here. You hold the power button down, and it's going to turn on right there. So you can see all the different information that it shows. So wherever you take this and put it in the meat that you need, it's going to show the actual temperature right there. So if I warm it up a little bit right here, you can see it start rising. So really easy to put this on, and you can easily take this on the go, take it where you're not close to your meat, so that way you're more hands-free and know what your temperature of the meat is. And the nice thing is it even does have an app too, so you can get all this information or even more information on the app to be able to tell all the what the meat's doing, and just making sure that everything is going correct.
So now we got the probe in, 89 is internal temp and it's rising. So I'm gonna go ahead and monitor this and come back out and check it against the probe that is a part of the grill, and just kind of see how they line up. Here we got the temperature, looking to be right on. It's kind of climbing, so a little bit higher. I've put both thermometers in one piece so you can get an accurate reading. So it looks pretty good. We're going to get them off here. All in all, I think we got a pretty good success going. Looking at the temps, maybe a little bit higher at 86, 81, 5 degrees. Could be going. Thanks for sending me this to review.
In the kitchen, cooking up a filet right here, and I'm going to try out this smart thermometer and show you what this does. The brand sent it over to me a little bit ago, and I've been really impressed. So right when you take this, you just turn it on just like so.
How hot is your meat supposed to be when you cook it? Because I never cook, like, I cook meat, but, like, so you don't get food poisoning. I think it's like 140, 160, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, so it's 160. Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button if you're new. Yeah, 10 likes. Thank you for the 10 likes, everyone. It is appreciated. Doo-dum. Anybody has plans for today? I have later tonight. 8 o'clock, Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago PD. That's what I watch. And then I go live again. I'm probably gonna go to urgent care to see what's going on with my knee. And so they give me a prescription for Tylenol. Tylenol. Cause my knee hurts, so they can send me to the capsule pharmacy. Yeah, cause my knee hurts like hell. My right knee. Don't go anywhere, anybody. Thank you, everybody that's been here for the last hour. I appreciate it. I didn't notice I snored. I thought I didn't snore. Cause years ago when I did a sleep study, they said I don't snore. But I do pass a lot of gas. I can't help it, guys. It's that my body. I'm very gassy. What's everybody's favorite show? I like Law and Order. That's one of my favorite shows. Law and Order SVU. Yeah. Watching YouTube. Yeah, watching YouTube is fun too. You pay for YouTube Premium, Jenny, or no? So you don't mind the commercials? Don't worry, no commercials here. I'm not monetized. That's cool. I pay for YouTube Premium. I hate the commercials. Don't forget hit that like and subscribe button. Yeah, I pay for it every month. I pay for it. $10. I get through Verizon. It usually costs more. YouTube Premium usually costs more, but I get a discount because I get it through Verizon. Otherwise, I'll be getting commercials. I also got Netflix too. And the only reason I got Netflix is because of Monday Night Raw, because of WWE. Otherwise, I wouldn't have that. Otherwise, if Monday Night Raw was not on Netflix and it was only on cable TV, I'm gonna have it. Jenny has a lot of friends. She has us. And you have us. I didn't know that. Yeah. That is a good question. Do I have friends from school? No, I don't either. I don't. No, Cat Randall. But nobody's mentoring. Nobody said anything about their age, Cat. How you doing, Gabriel White? I'm good, just chilling. Just chilling and just talking with my peeps. Just about to plug in my phone to charge my phone because I don't want it to die. What's wrong? Why you want me to pray for you? How you doing, Gabriel? I need to. I'm taking my arm pill. I didn't take it earlier. Thank you. How was your How's your day? How's your day, Gabriel? That's good. How's everybody's day? That sucks. I can relate. I don't sleep a lot because I don't sleep that much because I have a lot of pain. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I like this tablet that I have because it's also touchscreen. So I can just, because I saw it, I got it a couple years ago when I saw it on sale online. So let me get it because it's touchscreen. So I bought it. That's relatable. Yeah, I can relate that. I got pain all over. Lower back, upper back, mid back, shoulders, knee, hip. I got pain all over. I also have arthritis, but that doesn't help. If it's not one thing, it's another. And I got stomach pain, I got pain everywhere. And then I got emotional damage. Then we got emotional pain too, so it's another type of pain. Simbalta. 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 I heard of that medication, Simbalta, yeah. Yeah. I'm not old, but I feel pain. I'm almost 33 years old. Is that considered old, 33? Or that's getting there. Remember, Jesus died at 33. 90. That's how old is my grandma. Yeah, my grandma. She's 90. Yeah. But back then, people didn't live that long. Oh, look at my screen. If it right now my screen says I have 7 viewers and 11 subscribers. 711. No, it says 911. Now 811. You chilling with your dog? What kind of dog you have? A pit bull. Oh, oh, pit bulls are cool. Is it trained well? That's good, BB. That's good. Does she bite? She bites? No good, no good. Only the male people though. That's fucked up. That's messed up. So, so she won't bite me if she sees me. A vanilla wafer cookie. She likes. You know, sugar is no good for dogs, right? Yeah. But I'm sure they got vanilla. You could get like dog treats that are vanilla wafers. I'm sure they got vanilla wafer cookies for dogs. You go to the pet store and say, "Can I get with for dogs?" If I go to the supermarket and I get her like especially fake sugar. Fake sugar, forget about it. Is even worse. Like Splenda, if you give them, it is Splenda is more deadlier to animals than any other thing. Than the regular sugar. It, I googled it. It says sugar is not generally good for dogs, while small amount of sugar may not cause immediate harm. Excessive sugar consumption. So too much sugar is no good. It says artificial sweeteners are especially dangerous and should always be avoided when it comes to giving to animals or to dogs. We're not animals, bro. We act like animals. All right, thank you for coming, Gabriel. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, rest is very important. It's good for the soul. God loves you too, and Jesus loves you as well. Remember that. Who else is here besides Cat? Because I see right now he's the only one besides Gabriel talking. Bye, Gabriel. Oh, you here, Wild Dog? You working? How's the work been going on? Ah, work, yeah. It's on this. Yeah, that sucks though. That sucks. It was snow again. That sucks. I'm over this winter shit. I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for spring to come back already. That's good that you feel that way. I'm happy for you. And yeah, that's good. And you're not gonna get. You're not. I don't think you're gonna get any snow this winter. Yep. You think it's a bit heavy pollen? Lucky you. When is Groundhog Day? 2/2. Thank you. You think spring is coming early? I think it's coming early. No, you don't think it's coming early? You think 6 more weeks of winter? Yeah, April. My birthday's in April. Yeah. I'm surprised Richard didn't go on tonight. Maybe after that technical difficulties, he got frustrated. And he's probably packing to go to Germany. So Cause I would be packing a week early if I was traveling. Like I gotta go. Talking about IDs, I have to go to the DMV later this year to renew my ID. Yep, that's another goal. I usually get a 8-year ID. Yeah, which is not long. Eight years. 8 years go by quick though. It doesn't seem long, but it goes by quick. Yeah. I can't believe it's already 4 in the morning, guys. Wow. Over here in New York City. Oh, what you said? All right, good night. Thank you for being here for the last hour and 42 minutes, Wild Dog. But you're 3 hours behind me, right? As well. My head itches, but yep, almost done with my water. Oh, oh, Cake Spool, how you doing, Cake Spool? Wow, I'm surprised you're still up. I thought you fell asleep. Oh, you went to cook dinner. What you made us for dinner? Sorry, guys, I clicked on something by accident. Sorry, guys, I clicked on something by accident. Yeah, that's right, I forgot. Yeah, what are you eating, Cake Spool? They had potato chips? That's funny. Fish and potato chips, oh. What do you mean hot chips? Oh. Yeah, I'm not, cause I don't get it. Cause I'm American, so over here we don't call we call French fries French fries. You gotta be confused for a second. No, we still call the big one fries. We just call them fries. We don't call them chips. They're just bigger. That's it. Or jumbo fries. Yeah. Yeah, like potato wedges. Yeah. You got me confused for a second, Cakes. But I said, what the fries? What are you talking about, fries? I said potato chips. When you said chips, I said, you know. Oh, air fried. Oh, air fried food is much better than fried food. Cakes, boo, how you been though? You been good? I'm waiting for the deli to open up so I go get some food. Oh, I don't like olives. I find olives disgusting. This is my opinion. Yeah. Oh, olive oil. I thought you said olives. Oh, yeah, I'll be here. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be back in a second, guys. Don't go anywhere. Alright, guys, I'm back. Thank you for joining us. Wow, 12 likes. Thank you for being here, everyone. No, I'm not sleeping again. I was using the bathroom. You would know if I was sleeping. I would be usually. I'm not. I don't really. I would not call it snoring. I would call it like deep breathing. But if I do have a new subscriber, just say I sub. If you're a new subscriber as well. Let's look at the weather for today, Wednesday. Yeah, guys. I think I'm gonna get ready to go to bed and take a nap for a while. Until like 7. What time is it now? Alright, guys. Thank you for joining us, guys. Thank you for joining me for the last 2 hours. I appreciate it. Good night, guys. I want to be up by 7, 8 o'clock. Thank you. Bye, Cat.